Wanna be where you are, once you look away, boy. Be my superstar, your love is all it takes, boy. Wanna be where you are, once you look.
Hi there, it's Paul here from House of the Outsiders, and thank you for dropping by. Yes, another week, another journal page. One I did over the bank holiday, so not sure whether it's my greatest piece of work or not. In fact, I know it's not. But anyway, if you remember last week, I did a page that was kind of ombre in effect, and kind of blended two colours to try and give myself a foreground and a background. And I thought I'd carry on with the theme, but in a bit of a messier style this time. So I painted it all pink, the background, and then I got, excuse me, frog in the throat. Then I got myself a darker colour and used my finger to smudge it around. Now, I'm not sure if I thought it would blend better than it did or how well it would go, but I knew that if I just kept on applying layers, so I just used the same two pinks and red colours. Once I'd smooshed my fingers over it, I took a brush and I dry brushed over the rest of the pink page around the top, which, if I'd have been a bit clever, I would have realised that as the sort of like the brush swept up to the top page, whatever, it would leave more red paint, but no, so that mistake was made. And okay, so I mustn't say mistake because it happened. So I painted pink over it, then red over it, then more pink over it, and in the end I got the effect I wanted, and I knew I was going to be covering quite a lot of it anyway. So I ended up with a background page that was a good start. So anyway, before I started the page, I took one of the collages. One of the collages I made last month. In fact, I took a couple of them. There's one where the figure is wearing that weird hat, and there was one where the figure had kind of a bell for the dress. And I mixed the two together, drew it up. Wasn't quite sort of like going with it, but I thought sort of like what I could do is if I kept going with that bell design as if she was built up of a lot of bells, then that would see how that went, and I did it. And I liked the effect, so I drew it out, did it all on computer, vectorised it, and then printed out a few sort of like copies of it, because I like things in threes like most people do, so I thought, well, I'll print out three, and then I thought, well, I had no idea what to do with them, but I figured that once they were sort of like coloured in and cut out, that I'll stick them on the page and find a way to make it work. So I did. I printed them out, I got my watercolour sets out, and because the page is kind of pinks and reds, I knew that the complementary colour was going to be greens to teals. So I did kind of three kind of greeny cool colours to be the complementary colours, because I knew that they would really pop and stand out when placed on the pink page. So once the watercolours have dried, I have taken my paint pens, my Posca pens, and I thought I'd doodle onto the designs and just, again, no plans. The first one took stripes, the second one did dots, the third one ran out of ideas. So, I mean, I know what I would have done if I'd have thought about it a bit more, but I go with the flow on these things. Some ideas work better than others. I have to admit, I liked the adding of the dots on these stripes. I like the idea of making her dress look like that. And the yellow dots, now the Posca yellows aren't a very opaque yellow. In fact, you very rarely find in any paint form sort of like to get an opaque yellow, but and I say rare as in I don't think I've ever found one. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I haven't found an opaque yellow. So anyway, it was fairly transparent, but worked with the green, so I liked it. Kept it, because usually if I want an opaque yellow, what you do is you put down several coats of it until it looks like what you want it to. With this one, I did kind of spots and stripes and dashes, and if I was to do it again, I wouldn't have added those dashes. I would have made them all stripes. In fact, I preferred just having the stripes and the dots. But too late, I'd done it, and I could have printed out another bell top and sort of like just added it on top. But go with it. Sort of like you never know what these things will be like. You know, it could turn out better. So anyway, once I've painted them and let them dry, because I think at this point, once I've coloured in the watercolours, my sister-in-law arrived just in time. So I turned off my camera and had a chat with her, and then the time that took, the watercolours had dried, so I'd come back to it several hours later and took my pencils and added a little bit of shading, not lots, you know me, I don't get over wild on the shading side, and then took some time to cut them out. Now, as you can see, once you put those green colours against the pink, they really start standing out, you know, they really do zing and pop out. So, and okay, I'm not saying that that's how everything should look, it's just that's what excites me, that's what I like about colour. I like, or at least at the moment, because I do change, sometimes I like pale colours, sometimes I like dark colours, and at the moment I like colours that pop and zing and are very bright. It's just how I am at the moment. I added some shadow, didn't get it quite right on the left hand one, but the right hand one's got a little bit better. It's the trouble when sort of like you do it with paints and it's permanent, but again, it's an art journal, and as sort of like, not perfect's the wrong word, as good as I tried to get it, yes, mistakes or things happen that I would like to happen a different way, but you know, I am learning to loosen up, go with it, not be so bothered, work around it, work with it. And so, especially as I say, if I've not pre-planned things out, if I want things to be more perfect, then I ought to plan them out more, and I know that. So anyway, put a white border around, a nice simple white border, then decided I fancied to get a black pen and add that around the outside too, just give it more contrast, give it that extra punch, that graphic look. And I still couldn't leave alone, so I did my kind of stitching in a white pen. So finally, we are at the journaling, and if you have listened to a few of my other videos or watched a few of my other videos, you know that this is the last bit, so we'll be coming to the end very soon. And as you know, I start off with penciling in the text, writing it out as stick writing, and then I fill in all the extra doody bitsies, and there we are, there's my page. Do you know what would be hot? Not you. Nothing personal. Got that from a film, a Big Gay Musical I think it's called, and I love that line, so I made a note of it and knew that one day I'd use it, and when I saw those three little figures standing there on my page, I thought, yep, that's the perfect time to use this quote. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to me and for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed or you picked up some ideas there, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.